Sheher, the polls are closed, and we're keeping an eye on election results.
We're going to get to all the big races tonight, but first we have team coverage of Austin's Proposition A. Mike Marute at the Save Austin Now watch party. That's the group that got Prop A on the ballot.
And Darrenisha Heron is at the No Way Prop A watch party. And senior reporter Tony Plahetsky joins us in the studio for analysis. Now, before we get to those watch parties, here's what the results show so far. Take a look. 68% of voters voted against Proposition A. Prop
A, of course, would have required Austin to have 2 police officers for every 1,000 residents, among many other things on the proposition.
Now, Darrenisha Heron joined us now live from the No Way Prop A watch party.
Darrenisha, all but one city council member against Prop A, and those elected officials, they're celebrating tonight.
Hey guys, yeah, it's just us and the cleaning crew here right now, but everyone left the No Way Prop A party with smiles on their faces and happy, especially after they heard the early voting numbers and saw that they were leading by such a high margin. They started to cheer and chant and say that they really felt like they were the ones saving Austin. Like you said, Mayor Steve Adler was here, and he said now the city council is going to continue to try to just push forward in staffing the police department and police reform.
We want to make sure that our police are properly supported, but it's more than that. It's having mental health first responders. It's about having enough places for women to go to get out of abusive households. It's having crime investigators take down reports at fender benders rather than sending out our police officers to do that.
City Council member Greg Casar and Vanessa Fuentes was also here, and they were also pushing police reform. Now, the group is against Prop A because they said it would just cost the city way too much money and it would lead to staffing cuts for other departments. Now, all of the results aren't in yet, but it's looking very promising for this No Way Prop A campaign. My colleague Mike Marute is at the other watch party with Save Austin Now. And Mike, how are things going over there?
Well, Darrenisha, it's been a bit more of a somber night, a little bit less excitement, but still a lot of energy about going forward. Save Austin Now says this was not the results that they were hoping for, but they promise will be back, pushing for possibly another initiative on May's ballot next year, as well as getting involved in city council races that are coming up next year. Now, while Prop A is set to fail based on those unofficial results, the co-founders of Save Austin Now, Matt Makoviak and Cleo Petrisek, both say this fight is not over. But Austin will get less safe before it gets better. Austin's police union threw its weight behind the initiative too, and despite tonight's outcome, they still see support for police staffing, even among those who opposed Prop A.
This conversation about defund the police, reimagining public safety and all of that, I think has shifted in the direction of public safety. Has it shifted far enough, fast enough? Are we satisfied? No. Tonight was a disappointment, there's no question. But I do believe we have moved things in a meaningful direction.
You know, even the people that were against Prop A support a minimum staffing level, which we fully forward to go to City Council here probably this month and let them know what we expect.
Save Austin Now, of course, was also responsible for the camping ban that went into effect back in May, getting that on the May ballot. Now, after that time, they said they took one day off and then got right into Prop A campaign work. Now, Matt Makoviak told me tonight that they're not even going to take one day off. They're going to start they're going to hit the ground running tomorrow and getting involved in next year's campaigns and pushing for things that they want to see on the ballot in front of Austinites all over the city and all over Travis County as well. Back to you.
All right, KVUE's Darrenisha Heron and our own Mike Marute both reporting live for us tonight. Thank you, guys.
Senior reporter Tony Plahetsky joins us here at the desk now with more analysis on this. Tony, what's next now? Austin will not have this staffing requirement to follow because this Prop A has been defeated, but what's next?
So this was going to be the truth whether or not Prop A passed or not. And that is, the city is still in a position of needing to go out within our own community, but also nationally, to recruit several hundred police officers to meet the staffing that APD and city officials say is needed. That, Brian and Quita, is not going to happen overnight. Again, whether or not Prop A passed or not. It's a process that could take several months, possibly a year, possibly even longer to have one scheduled cadet class that is set to graduate in February, but then 2 more coming behind it that have been allocated in this year's budget. But again, those cadet classes are up to 9 months long. So again, this is not a problem that is going to get solved in terms of staffing overnight. I've made this point earlier this evening, and then we heard the mayor make this point as well. And that is also, whether or not Prop A passed or not, the city still has to decide, and the community of Austin has to decide what we want from a modern police force with regard to reforming the force. And I think in coming months, that is going to be a conversation that is really going to remain alive in the community. What do we want our officers, particularly those frontline officers, to do day in and day out?
So, Tony, what does this all mean for Save Austin Now, the group that actually put Prop A on the ballot? I mean, it was very successful when it ran its campaign for the camping ban and the homeless in Austin. That passed by a landslide. This one, it looks like it won't.
Well, talking to Matt Makowiak throughout this current campaign, they were really hoping that they could bank on the success that they had with the public camping ban and really ride that momentum, the tailwind from the success they had earlier this year. Of course, that is not happening. Makowiak had said to me several times, though, that again, they were really going to begin targeting city council races and the mayor's race next year. Again, that's still what he is saying tonight. Clearly, though, hoping that after tonight they would have an even louder voice in city government going forward. But apparently, according to the people who voted in today's election, that voice really going to be muted potentially going forward. But again, Matt Makowiak saying tonight that he still has plans for the group Save Austin Now going forward.
All right. Senior reporter Tony Plahetsky taking a deeper look into this issue. Tony, thank you very much.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank you.